Okay, this is going to be a really quick one here about the uh, getting a website, a WordPress website, to accept more than 2 megs file size. So what I was running into was I finally got the WordPress installed using the Ubuntu guide. Um, Hats off to them for giving all the commands that are needed to go through and create a WordPress site. Um, So got the Apache loaded, got all of the Docker containers and everything else that needed to be installed to get it going. Um, Logged in and went to go upload a file to it, and it said, "I'm sorry, this is larger than the 2 meg file size limitation." And I'm baffled because I'm hosting this website. Why I haven't put a limitation on this? So why is there a limitation on it? And I started digging through. I went page after page after page after page trying to find this, and everybody's like, well, talk to your provider. They are the ones who will change this limitation for you. And that does no good. I am the provider. The whole Star Wars meme, I am the Senate type thing. So um I finally came across a page that was talking about editing the php.ini file. And, after some research and trying to figure out, where is this file and all of this stuff, I finally hit it and got the basics done. So let me do this here. That's not gonna help anybody. All right. All right. So this was the site, and you can see I've got 1,000 tabs open here just trying to figure this thing out. And this is what tipped me off to the PHP INI file. And so what I did was, if we will zoom in here to this section down here, and it's found under the etc php whatever version you're running, and then Apache 2, and then you're looking for the php.ini file. Now, the php.ini file, if we sudo into this again, is a very, very, very extensive file. And so if you search for upload, you can find down here file uploads. And the first thing I did was I went through and modified this to some massive value. And the website did change. It went from 2 megs to 8 megs. But you can see I specified a 50 gig file size limitation. And I couldn't figure it out. So I went back. Let's go back to WordPress and go to Site Health. And then if you look inside Site Health, there is a section called Media Handling. And then this gives you the second clue, because I had specified this max upload file size, but the max file size for the post was still 8 megs. You can see this one here has been modified, but so I started looking around, and if you go through and do a Control W and look for what was it again? And it takes a minute to find it. All right, so we're down into the script handling. Here it is. And so this section down here specifies the maximum file size for the post. And this was set at 8 megs. And so I just added a bunch of zeros to it and moved on with my life. And then you Control X, Y to save this out, and I'm going to Control X and no, because I do not want to save this file. And that gives you all of the file size that you could possibly want. I say possibly want. You can modify this to be anything. Or at least as far as I can tell, there's no limitation to it because I changed it to 50 gigs. And so if we come over to media and we click on this one, and then we come over here and we see that this is a 70 meg image, very large image file size here. So you've got anything you want to play with now. I can plug in images of the correct file sizes that I want. And so this has just been a little snippet into trying to figure out the file server, and I just wanted to get this out here because I didn't find anybody that seemed to have this information. So maybe this will help somebody else who's coming along and trying to build a website of their own. And I need to specify again that I'm building this to learn. I am not building this to run a business or to do anything like that. I know there are a lot of security and, just general concerns about hosting your own website. And those are all valid, but if you're going to learn something, you've got to do it. And so, or at least for me anyway. And so I really, really wanted to get in here and, get my hands dirty, figure out how all this stuff works. And, one of the things is if you go and do a host somewhere else, the person who's hosting it is going to set these limitations and stuff like that. I want to be able to set whatever limits I foresee and, be able to create a website that, I've got 256 terabytes of storage here. Let's, not put limitations on the website. Let's set it up so that anything can happen on this website. Again, nobody's using this website. It's just a lab environment for me. So it's not like somebody's going to touch this website and all of a sudden, it's going to take 2 days to download the one image that I've put on here. No, that's not the point. The point is I just want to see how it all works, how it all goes together. And, again, hopefully this is helpful to somebody else.